Man. It's good, man. Jude was good, bro. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, we're going up tomorrow, man. We're working out tomorrow, 11 a.m. Creative was handing program time. We're gonna celebrate my birthday tomorrow. You know how you guys doing, man? Happy holidays. Logan, a Mexican, huh? American. American. Matt G was handing. Yeah, Viva Los Dodgers, man. What I do, man, I celebrate the holidays, man, for work, man. Nah, hey, happy holidays. I send mine to everybody. I make videos and stuff. Xavier, you know what it is, man. Chipotle, Logan, Living Matt, program time. Hey, tomorrow, 11 a.m. No cap. We're gonna knock them push-ups down, all that shit. Dips, pull-ups, chin-ups. We're going the week right, man. 1,000 push-ups plus bar work. But I'm gonna go on a 30-minute walk before. So hydrate, stretch. I'm saying creative, yeah, man. I'm saying I send mine, bro. Hey, tell them make EBT great again, man. Let's bring back EBT, bro. We gonna knock them down tomorrow. Salud, man. Hey, we're gonna knock them down tomorrow, 11 a.m. 1,000 push. I'm gonna wake up 6 a.m. I'm gonna stretch, hydrate, drink my coffee. I'm gonna go on a 30-minute walk. And then around 11 a.m., we gonna get it, man. 1,000 push-ups plus. I'm saying some bar work. Once you get going, man. Program time. I'm saying, hey, make EBT great again, man. Don't trip. Tell the ooh, prayed up. Program time. Don't trip. Nah, no roaring, man. Only when I'm in there, man. When I'm in there, you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the ring, when I'm in the gym, when I'm in the middle of things, you gonna hear some roar, man. You gonna hear a roar. When we're in the middle of it, you gonna hear a roar, man. I just smoked the, I just smoked the whole thing, a whole finger of some perp. Ugh. Watching the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Got Christmas, bro. Coming. You gotta start celebrating, bro. Got the 75 inch. Got the little one right there. I'm gonna get another one. It's gonna be 3 trees right here. We'll light up the fireplace. Look, light up the fireplace. And then, you know what I'm saying? Get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got much, bro, to give, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so the gifts right there at the bottom, it's a little skimpy there, but we got the trees rocking it. You know what I'm saying? It's program time. Hey, tomorrow, 11 a.m., we're going up. We don't lie, bro. A little 35, 40 down ain't hurt nobody. That little joke. I thought a little 30 down ain't never hurt nobody. 10 on the bar ain't never hurt nobody. It gives them strength. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Hey, yesterday was my birthday, homie. No, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. My bad. I'm tripping. It's the birthday week. It's the birthday month. It's the birthday year. If that made any sense. It's their birth. Look, man, it's America. Look, it's America. Look, Christmas tree, 75 inch. You know what I'm saying? Got the big tree right there. Got the little tree. You know what I'm saying? Got the big tree, 75 inch. Got the little tree. American dream. America. Now we need to give EBT back in healthcare back to the people. You know what I'm saying? Tracy living mad. And I don't receive government benefits regardless, so I'm just doing it to benefit my heart. You know what I'm saying? That's a 75 inch. No cap. I promise you. I got the box, I got the receipt. 75, bro. Well, I'm tired of the 65, 55, 45. In prison, it was 20. In the dorms, they had the 32s. Man, we got the 75. I'm saying program time. Stanley was handing me LBC 209 program time. We're gonna light it up. This is the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Got the big tree right there. We're gonna light it up. We're gonna add to that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put more lights and stuff. Some candy canes. That 50-50, man. You know what I'm saying? That 50-50 issue. You know what I'm saying? Get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do in the 50-50 yards. They talk a whole lot of shit. And they fight and they get fucked up. That's what happens, bro. You handle business. Or you don't. You can get punked over there. On the 50-50 yards, you're by yourself. So if you're a weenie, you're going to get punked. They're going to slide right up on you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a solid dude, because they know it's a head up on the yard. Anytime. Some crash out shit. Anywhere. In the library, in medical, R&R, a canteen line, medical, pill line, child line, any line, main line, anywhere get cracking. Hey, I put it like this: don't go to prison because you might fuck around and get stomped out by some messing wives. You know what I'm saying? And it might hurt your pride. You might be like, damn, I just got stomped out by a bunch of no goods, got whooped. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is, though. The best thing to do is not go in at all. Liz, I seen fools all banged out, going 50-50 yards and get whooped, get jumped. There's a lot of homies that dropped out that they want vengeance. They get with the crowd of other homeboys that dropped out, and you come on, you get off, and they're ready right there. Boom. They take turns, fool. That's what they do over there. Former homies like that dropped out or stayed. Not everybody's weird though, because there's fools that just stayed, and then there's fools with bad charges and all that. That's different. But there's fools that just stayed, and those are the fools that you gotta deal with at the gate. The ones that they don't have bad charges, they never told on nobody, but they stood on the yard because they're trying to just do their own thing or for whatever reason. and they gather up with a bunch of other fools from the south side or the north or the east or the west that stayed, and they get deep. Some fools got this animosity. Like, I'm just telling you facts. What the fuck? You're telling me shut up, but I'm speaking facts. I'm saying, like in prison, it's like on 50-50 yards, you got fools that were homies that they got sore all over their face. They got big old blacks and everything. But then, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You got to stay free. Because you might end up on a 50-50 yard and get stomped. And I seen it, bro. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's something to avoid. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing to be ashamed, bro, getting stomped out by a bunch of grown men. 50-50 or no 50, like, that's what I'm saying. You can't be, don't be ashamed of it. Just understand. Just don't do it. Just be better. Because you might end up on a 50-50 yard and get, I'm just saying, that's what's going on right now, bro. Everybody's getting hit. In prison, everybody's getting hit. Everybody's no good. Bro, I know fools that walked around the yard for months and then they got hit. Boom. They were no good months ago. They let them walk around. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Boom, yard down. Like, yeah, it's wild, bro. The best thing to do is stay out. I'm not shaming nobody. I'm not talking trash about nobody. I'm just saying stay out. Because if you go to a GPR and you don't check out, they're going to whack you. You try to get off a GPR, your SNY, you try to get up, but they're going to whack you. You try to get off a SNYR and your GP, they're going to stomp on you. Boom, boom, boom. They're going to try to whack you too. The 4-yard, they try to whack you. Straight up, PCs. S and Y, they'll book you because they're lifers. They're crash outs. You ever heard of a crash out? Somebody who doesn't answer nobody just crashes out. It's like Michael Myers on the yard. Brandon, they don't answer nobody. So what is it? Bam, bam, bam. Boom, yard down. You know what I'm saying? Then you just crashing out. Everybody tripping. Because of what you did, but you crashed out. But that's how it's like on the 4 yards of SNY, from what I heard. Like, and I heard it from some real dudes, like, that been around, that were big homies that dropped out, like, that were once somebody, like, been to the shoes and everything. So I've been put up on game here, like, JB. But I've seen it too. I've seen, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of action, a lot of it, but I'm just saying, like, the best thing to do is stay out of jail, because if you go to a GPR, they're going to whack you. And you get off, wham, everyone's no good now. You go to a SNY and they're going to whack you. Everywhere you go, it's just, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. The 4-yard, you want to know the most active yard? High Desert level 4, SNY. And then the active side. Because they're a little more, they gotta, go through the channels a little bit. But the other side, they don't boom. That High Desert level 4, the SNYs over there, that's the most active yard in California. And then it's the active side. It's the second most active. I'm just saying. If you want to know the truth, The most active yard in California is High Desert Level 4, S and Y. All lifers. All former homies and stuff. Active. Crash outs, like straight the crash outs, like, everything. Everyone's like, damn, if we get this fool out of here, he's like a danger when you know what I'm saying, you can't even sleep. You gotta keep your eye on him. That's them. You know what I'm saying? But don't I don't know, bro. But it is what it is, dog. I got a lot of shit going on. I just can't be beating fools up all day, Like getting on them. I can't be beating people up all day, man. I got a reputation, and it's not. When I fight, you know what I'm saying? It's not good, bro. I'm not. I was raised a fighter. I grew up in a fighting environment, real dangerous environment. So I was raised to fight, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Cheeky chops. I know how to fight. I'm just saying, bro, like, just stay out of jail. That's the whole point. I never tell my stories to encourage nobody to go in. That's on you. Shit. Don't get mad at me. Because I've been there. Just, I'm trying to put you up on game. Maggie program time. Riccio with Hennon. On everything, bro. I just trying to put him up on game, man. I'm not promoting no gang shit. No gay shit, JB. Hey, Block, man. Are you serious? Where at? What floor? Because I really been there. A lot of people say that. They be like, oh, I remember you from LA County and Wayside. They be playing around. But I really been there. There's people that really know me. Like, there's people that really been there. So it's funny. Jesse Daniel. Hey, Biz, program time. All love, man. I said my bro. But there's fools, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I've really been there. LA County, MCJ, Wayside, man. 2 different times, 6 months apiece. Okay. The highest floor is 811. 900 floor. I went to the whole 2,000 floor single man cell facing life. Dig that, my boy. Straight up. I probably know your big homie. Off the fluke. On some cool shit though. Like, on no beef, no nothing. On some straight, he was there. You know what I'm saying? He was there. I was serious. I know some heavy hitters, man. I ain't crossed nobody up. I ain't say no names. Kahurangi. It's program time. But I've been in LA County Jail 6 months apiece, 2 different times. The second time I was fighting life. They had me in single man cell, talking about, how I was a 7 medium, my points. That's real high. High power is 9. So I was 1 point something from high power. I was 1 pegada away from high power. They had me right there with all the lifers. I'm like, what, you know what I'm saying? Simba, program time. Salute. You know what I'm saying? 2 different times, man. LA County, man, 6 months apiece, man. You know what I'm saying? I know everything about LA County Jail. You know what I'm saying? So Milo program time. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. What you gonna teach me? You know what I'm saying? One motherfucker tried to teach me. He tried to talk LA County. I'm like, bro, that's my home. I done made Pruno in there. I done made batches and batches and batches in there. Now you wanna talk. Program time. Modelo time, notorious. You know what I'm saying? They wanna talk about LA County Jail. I'm like, bro, I done made batches of Pruno and you wanna talk about it? My boy. You really wanna go there, Rockstar? I done slang bottles on the theater, homie. On everything I love. And that's not even gonna lie, that's what I really said. The first time I was there, I learned how to make pruno. Man, I was making it, cooking it up. Tony was handing, burping that shit all night. You know what I'm saying? Making that good. Some green, some purp. Sometimes it came out like yellowish. You know what I'm saying? If you had the utensils, you're making some white lightning. Unable. Yeah, I done made it to prison. I got DP. I done made it. I went 8 months in LA County Jail. It was like 8 months my second time. 7 months and some change before I caught the chain upstate. I never got DP. You know what I'm saying? I got into some shit a few times, but I never got DP. You know what I'm saying? That never even crossed my mind. I was more worried about DP and other motherfuckers. You gotta understand me, bro. I'm quiet, but I'm with the business. Dude, I'm quiet, but don't come my space. You know, I'm tripping. You know, I'm throwing things, everything. But yeah, bro, it was good though. I was more worried about catching cases in there, cause you'll see fools run up drug debts. Like this is in Wayside, bro, LA County, even the MCJ. But I seen a few fools run up drug debts. You know, just get in trouble, bro. Make wrong calls, get stepped down. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They come to you and they're like, hey, if anything happens, yeah, I got you. And you're like, fuck. Like, damn. Man, you're just looking at this fool the whole time, like, fuck. Like, first, like, come on. Like, you're just watching them fuck up. Just mess up. And I'm just like, dog. Like, I'm looking at them like, please stop being a weirdo, bro. Because they already asked me to. And those are the only times I really trip. Is when I gotta put hands on someone else and possibly get a little busy, get a little too busy. You know what I'm saying? Bad for the health. Nikki Ohio, you too. Program time. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was more worried about when I was locked up for all them years. I was more worried about DP and other people getting catching cases and stuff, bro. I wasn't too much worried about me because my charges are good. You know, all violent shit. I never told on nobody, and I was cool with everybody, and I kept my mouth shut, and I programmed. And if they asked me, I was there, but everything was broke. So I was more worried about, cause like I said, you'll see people messing up, and they'll tell you just be ready. You know what I'm saying? And you got just be ready, dog. You gotta put tips on this food. Probably put them down. You know what I mean? And put them down is not pretty. You know, It's not pretty. It sucks, bro. When you gotta put someone down for nothing, but it's part of the program. Like I seen fools get the beat out of them. I seen people, hey, bro. There was this one fool in 811 Wayside. He rolled it up, bro, and he came back 7 months later. And a homie from White Fence and Grape Street were in there. Watch Vario Grape. But this fool from Grape was old. He was like 50. And the homie from White Fence was young. He was like 25. He got life. And when this fool came back, the fool that rolled it up 7 months prior, this fool came back and the homie from White Fence noticed him. You know, him being a youngster, he's like, this fool rolled it up 7 months ago. And we're like, damn. And he came in all cool. He shook his hand and everything. I put on everything. Look, bro, you can't make this up, bro. And they asked him who was here when he rolled it up. He said the homie from Grape, from Watts Vario Grape, OG, old man. So they told him, you gotta handle this business, right? So they're talking to old food downstairs, whatever. He wanted to use the phone. So they're like, you know what I'm saying? Go upstairs. You know what I'm saying? They need to talk to you. So they're talking to this fool, making him feel comfortable, making his bed and shit. Downstairs is a homie from White Fence and Gray getting ready, like, you know, packing their shit. They're all ready, bro. So they call this fool. It's like 30 minutes go by and they call him to use the phone. The fool walks downstairs and they just fire on him. Boom, 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 boom. And the fool runs and he slips and he hits, you know, the mailbox. The corner of the mailbox is pointy. Boom, he banged his head on the mailbox and he started, it busted him open and he just started, boom, blood everywhere. Instantly, boom. He slipped and he banged his head because they cracked him. They called him downstairs. When he walked up to him, they socked him. Boom, boom. They started getting over him and he ran. And then when he got close to the door, he slipped and he banged his head on the mailbox and busted them all open. And they got on top of him. Bro, they started stomping his face and he went to sleep. There was blood all over the wall. He went to sleep and they woke him up with a kick. Like they knocked him out. And then the homie from White Fence kicked him again. Boom! When he was already knocked out, like shaking. And they woke him up in the middle of like a seizure. Like it was weird. And then they knocked him out again. And they woke him up and they knocked him out. Like, bro, he had to have some damage, bro. Because they woke him up and knocked him out simultaneously. And the sheriffs were like 20 of them right there at the door. And they're like, get down, get down. They're spraying mace and these fools are just on. Boom, boom. Oh, this is fucking. Oh, this is Southside. You know what I'm saying? They're just on this one. They're just, they're eating. You know what I'm saying? And they're just, he's screaming like, ah, you know. After he keeps waking up and in unconscious, and he sees the deputies they open the door, and then he tried. He was like right next to the door. They opened it halfway, and he got close to the door, and then they closed it, and he started screaming, ah! We were like, damn, they were beating his bro, blood everywhere, and they finally went in there after like 5 minutes. They were staring at him for like 3 minutes, get his ass whooped. And they finally pulled him out of there and hit these fools with the taser and everything. I was like, damn. That was nasty. That was nasty, bro. It was a youngster, too. He was like 20 years old. I was like, damn, he got served. Woo! Bro. That's this. I did like 10 of them. I seen like 10 of those things. I seen one black dude beat up 5 Compton Crips. One black dude from New Orleans, he beat up 5 other black dudes. In Wayside, 800 floor, high power. Shocked this fool, all 5 of them. Boop, 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 right there, bro. Yeah, I don't even want to get deep in that, but we're on the one I saw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, the one that we were talking about the first time, with this motherfucker banged his head on the mailbox and go. I'm not even gonna tell you about the homeboy from Articia. He had the dorm, he stole some money. Ooh, they waited till he fucking stuck the needle in his arm. He was getting high in the corner. Right when he stuck the needle and started whacking him, boom, boom, boom. Like, bro, that was another nasty one. He was at the gate screaming, ah! They're just stabbing him, dragging him off the gate, booking him in the day room. He's just screaming, ah! Just blood. But that one was wild too. But he had the keys to the house at one point. But he stole some money, got a little too high, got a little dopey now. Put his hand in the pot a little too much and got whacked. That was nasty. There's a few that were just, woo. Samuel, woo. I done seen, bro, in reception, I seen a homie from Florence get thrown off the tier, get whacked. He's hanging on the tier and they're breaking his fingers. They broke his fingers. They were kicking his fingers in. He was hanging on the thing. He finally, hit the ground. It was all, you know what I'm saying? I seen some crazy ass shit like that. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. You want to end up all screwed up? Don't do it. You want to end up all screwed up? Don't go to jail, bro. Stay free. You don't want to see what I see. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear my stories. They're going to be on Patreon. Age restricted. Ain't none of this YouTube shit, man. None of this podcast shit, man. My stories, they, you know what I'm saying, rated R. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see them. You're gonna have to click on the link. They ain't gonna feed that to you. They ain't gonna feed that to you. You gotta go find it. You gotta search it in. You know what I'm saying? The Ryder G story, they ain't gonna feed that to you. There's too much. And everything I love is too much. Everywhere. Where did I get the from? You know what I'm saying? Just the past, man. My history, the experience. Program time, salute. No, but that one was nasty though, and I felt bad. And I even saved the homie, bro. I know people are not gonna like me for that. But there was a homie from San Fernando named Scooby. Cool dude, non-affiliate. He didn't bang, but he used to look out for everyone with money and stuff. And then he got into a little debt. And then, they were gonna take care of him. But he was so much of a good person. He didn't know what he was doing, bro. He wasn't even a gang member, but they were gonna serve him up like he was. So I gave him, you know what I'm saying, the little head up to go. Like, you gotta go. In the cut, middle of the night, I said, bro, like, just, you just go. Like, in other words, like, just, it's over, or just go. And I saved his life. So, am I a bad person for saving someone's life? I don't feel bad. Eddie, I feel bad for the fools that wanted to, because he was a good dude. Now, if you were like an asshole or something, I wouldn't care, but I gotta go hard though. But like I said though, you know what I'm saying? And I got a backstory with that one too. You won't even believe me. You won't even believe me. This happened in the 800 floor in Wayside. Like 3 months later, after I got into it with the homie from Rockwood, I went back to MCJ, and then they kicked me back to Wayside. I was on the 600 floor, and I ran into that fool that I saved. I told him to roll it up basically, and he was in another fucking dorm in another floor. Months later, I seen him going by a different name. I didn't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ended up. There's a backstory to that too, but I don't really like telling that because people don't believe me. So I just leave it at that. But it's the true story though. You can't make that up. I'm telling you right now, you can't make that up. I ran into this motherfucker months later on a different floor. You can't make that up. On some real shit. But I've saved, the moral of that is, I've saved someone's life, bro, that didn't deserve to get hit. Sorry. I'm sorry, I don't think you deserve to get hit for $50. Because someone feels like, oh, it's a policy, it's my money. Man, well, you do it then. Well, I don't feel like it needs to be, nobody needs to get their life took for $50. But there's people that feel that way. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays, pork chop, polo. But you gotta think about it too. I had a little bit of power on Wayside. I wasn't just a nobody, bro. I don't really like talking about it, but you know what I'm saying? I had a little pull, put it like that, Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? I had a little pull in there, put it like that. Check 2018 who had Wayside, Norwalk. Check it, check it. Who had Wayside in 2018, 2019? Norwalk. If you know, you know. I'm not even gonna say the homie's name, but if you know, you know, bro. Who had the whole county in LA, Wayside, in 2018-19? Norwalk. Period. Sold up. Everywhere you landed, you from Norwalk, you're getting the floor. If you know, you know what I'm saying? Something. But that's what was going on. I'm not making that up, bro. I'm not saying I knew a thing or two, and people knew, like, they would go up to me, you're from Norwalk, ooh, what's up with your homie? Hey, ride a kite, let's get to, you know, everyone's trying to get high and shit. That type of shit. But I'm just saying, no, I saved someone's life in Wayside. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, bro. I live on that. I bank on that. I saved someone's life in 2019. I'm serious. No, 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 I wasn't nobody special. I was just there, you know what I'm saying? You can't make that up, bro. I'm not saying I never been to Pelican Bay or the 4 Yard, but I've been in Wayside. Hey, Hunting Floor, you check in. You know what I'm saying? You make it there, you make it anywhere. That's high power. That's headquarters. 800 floor Wayside is headquarters for the South Side. Straight up, you go in a dorm, like 30 homies in there. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? You got Lefty, Lil Cuete, you got Director Joint, Peso, and everybody in the building in there. But you get what I'm saying? You have everybody in there. Every background, every corner of the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Audachi. But you, that's headquarters, is Wayside. Nah, no, no, nothing up Wayside, bro. Headquarters. Home of the double S. You know what I'm saying? That's where they thrive, man. Big Saturday spread, man. Don't get some. Damien, program time. Pitches detention. You know what I'm saying? Polo. I used to hate to come back from court. They always strip you out. And Wayside. Always. They got some with that. They like to strip you out. That's the only bad thing about Wayside. I wouldn't go back. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. Nah, 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 nah. That's the worst part, homie. Getting stripped out. That's the worst part, man. Shit. Shower. Yeah, I'll burn back to myself. Straight up. I don't need a shower. I burp back. Calo. Lorna. Hey, but every time that gate opens, you better be up and ready. Because someone could run up in there. You think it's breakfast or something, but you gotta be on your toes in there. You think it's breakfast and shit. You know what I'm saying? They open that door, you better be up, ready to sock some shit up. You better be up, forward, bro. No cap. You know what I'm saying? I got the mentality, bro. When I'm locked up, bro, it's all fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to battle. You know what I'm saying? They call you champ. Oh, all right. Why you want me to say that number so bad, dog? You're like one of them scammers. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, I saw some fool page with like 40,000 subscribers or followers on IG. He's like, and my number's not even connected to that account. And he's like, I need you to, they're messing with the account. I need you to get this confirmation code. And I'm like, bro, wrong one. Wrong one. That's all I'm gonna say. It's wrong one. And just mission failed, man. Just get on. Now I'm starting to get angry. I'm starting to get hot. You trying to do me dirty. I can see it from a mile away. I don't seen it, bro. I don't sat back in prison and watch people mess up, make wrong decisions and get whacked. And sat there and watched it step by step and seen it coming. I use the same mentality. I'll watch a motherfucker and I'll be like, you on some shady ass shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. And if we gotta have an argument or explain it, it makes it even worse. Because I already called it. Period. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that radar, bro. You gotta know when to call it. Period. No explanation. I get it. You're trying to screw me over. You know, that's when you, real quick, stiff arm. Uh, everybody jumping people now. Even on, like, everywhere. You know? Everywhere. But you gotta know, man, when to call it, man. When to look at someone and say, you're just bullshit. You're bullshitting me. Period. You gotta call it, because we see it all the time. Everyone's getting done dirty out here, man. You got Republicans trying to pass an outrageous bill talking about, oh, it's the Democrats' fault. Thomas signed the bill. Man, you can smell it from a mile away, bro. Okay? No. I'm saying when I was signing that bill, bro. What the what type of shit do you think is going on here? What type of show do you think the United States is? Bro, we have the right to vote. Did you know that? That's where you get angry. You get angry in the polls, man. You say, you know what? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? The more you lose, it's a big uh. Keep it up. You know what's funny though? All right, you had the Democrats. They won the majority. You know, the other day, whatever. And Trump is still doing the same shit. So, what you think is getting any better? No, it's gonna get worse. They're gonna continue to vote more against you. So, Now we're just at this stage of ignorance and stubbornness, and it's unacceptable. We can't be that stubborn, bro. You know, like whatever happened to America first. If the American citizens are saying, I'm not happy, can we please make it better? And you're saying, and you're ignoring that, you're not for the Americans. So who are you for? Because a real American will say, okay, we're gonna give food to everybody, health care. We're gonna make sure your everyday life is much better. Right? If you don't do that, then you're not for me, you're against me. So where we go from there? You know, so what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? If your rent's not going down, you're not paying less rent, etc., then what's the whole point of voting for Republicans? Aren't they America first? If your rent's not going down and there's fucking a grocery shortage, bro, you've been to the grocery store. What's going on with the grocery store? Let's be honest. But bro, like what's going on with the grocery? And bro, we're 10 months in. We're 11 months in. The Republican administration, 11 months in, we got a government shutdown. We got millions of people going out EBT. We got this outrageous bill that's gonna cut millions of Medicare, bro. What has what has happened to the Republican Party? I supported them during the election because they said America first. They said we're gonna lower rent, we're gonna lower gas, we're gonna lower groceries. None of that's happening. What's going on? A lot of people feel that way. I supported Trump. I supported the Republicans in the election. They didn't deliver so far. They haven't delivered. As a matter of fact, they're doubling down on not delivering. They're saying it's fine the way it is. No, it's not. So that for that way, bro, I'll take a step back. I've been for months. I've been speaking against it for months now. Because I see where it's going. Like, then you got played, bro. Rents ain't gonna get cheaper. Gas ain't gonna get cheaper. Groceries ain't gonna get cheaper. Your neighbor don't got EBT no more. And we have a government shutdown. Wake up. That's why I tell people, like, what's good now? Nothing. The only thing to do is get better, right? We're not for getting worse. We're not for, oh, what if? Maybe. No, we're for voting for what can change us now. That's what we vote for. We don't vote for what can happen 10 years down the line. That's what they're doing now. They're saying, oh, well, just have patience and wait. And we didn't vote for patience. We didn't vote to be taught a lesson. We voted to prosper, to grow, to have cheap rent, cheap gas, for people not to be hungry in this country, for people to have health care, for veterans to be looked out for crime to be reduced. That's what we voted for. We didn't vote for nothing else. And that's coming from somebody who supported Trump. Okay? And you know this, bro. I'm not a far left, nothing. I'm an American. I'm in the middle. I supported Trump. But you have shown that you don't care about USA like you say you do. The numbers ain't adding up. The math is not mathing. As a matter of fact, we're losing. We're losing. If your rent didn't go down, if your taxes didn't go down, well, guess what? Your neighbor doesn't have EBT no more, so you're losing. Point blank. You're not living a better life. You're not paying less rent. You're not paying less taxes. You're paying the same, if not more. You're paying more at the groceries now. It has not got better. Period. The day rent goes down, the day groceries goes down, the day gas goes down, the day everything goes down and no one's starving in this country is the day it got better. Until then, nothing's gotten better. But I promise you, it doesn't make sense. How can you sit there and say it got better when not a dollar came off your taxes, not a dollar came off your rent? But money came off your neighbor's table. That's all that happened to you. Not a damn thing. But a bunch of emotional gratification from seeing someone suffering, seeing somebody hungry, seeing somebody go without EBT benefits that they've been relying on for years. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, this coming from somebody who supported Trump, but I'm man enough to say what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and starving people is the bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel. I don't care if they're lazy. You don't starve nobody. Bottom of the barrel. You don't starve nobody. I don't care if they're lazy. You don't make that decision. Nobody does. Nobody makes that decision. If you do, you will face the Lord one day. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not even part of no church or nothing. I'm just saying, go ahead, make that decision. Take someone's food off their table and let them go hungry. It's your fault for being so stubborn, not standing up for what's right, for not speaking up. You know what I'm saying? I don't approve. Like I said, bro, like why does everything have to be so radical? Even with the right, with the Republicans, like, how come you just can't go look for people that are milking the system and cut them off? How come you can't just go look for the criminals that are here illegally and get rid of them? How come you just gotta get rid of everybody? Even with the benefits, it's everybody. It's too radical. It's radical right. The radical Republicans. You want to get rid of every, and how come you just can't go look for people who are milking? Because there's people, you keep saying get off EBT, but we gotta understand there's homeless people, there's veterans that are sick, disabled, they can't work at Walmart because some of them are sick in the head. If you tell them something, they'll smack you in the middle of the line right there. You gotta think about that. You can't take an Iraqi veteran and give him a cashier job. Give him some attitude. He gonna reach over that cashier, and he gonna. That's why they have disability. That's why they have SSI. That's why they have EBT for people that can't work a warehouse job with you. That might have went to war and they're all screwed up in the head and they can't take your back and forth attitude. They're gonna boom. And now they're in trouble. That's why they give them EBT so they can stay home. So they don't have to deal with you and your attitude. They're messed up in the head. That's why they get disability. Duh. You're cutting them off now. He's a hero. We're talking about veterans, homeless people, sick people, disabled. I don't get EBT, bro. People don't understand me. I got a whole fridge full and it's not from your benefits, homie. I don't receive benefits. I buy my own food, my own money. I don't accept benefits, but I think it's wrong that you take them from people. Period. That's coming from someone who doesn't even receive them. Boom. How about that? So it doesn't affect me. What affects me is seeing my American neighbor act like a jerk. That's what affects me. And I think they need to be called out. Straight up. Period. I'm all for cutting people off that are milking the system. Find them. Oh, let me guess. You don't want to find them. You just want to cut everybody off. You're too radical. It's too radical. Think about it. No one likes radical. Just like with the Democrats. No one likes the LGBTQ and all that. Like, keep that shit to yourself, bro. Like, you could do it, but don't parade it. Don't marathon that shit and promote it on TV in the schools. That's different. Don't share men and women's. That's different. You could do what you want. I'm not against it, but I'm saying once you start promoting it, it's too radical. They get too radical. Just like with the Republicans, you're too radical. You want to cut, you don't want to know what your problem is? Is you want to cut everybody off benefits. And that's not what people want. They want you to find the people who are milking the system. Cut them off. That's what people voted for. Go find criminals that are here illegally and get rid of them. Go crack down on crime. Go. They're not doing none of that. They're too. Go get rid of everybody. Go cut all benefit. They're too radical. That's your problem. If you get rid of the radical and you just we're gonna go after the criminal. We're gonna go after people who are milking the system. We're gonna dedicate resources day and night, all day, every day, 24/7, 365. You're gonna start cracking down on thousands of people, getting them off EBT. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're kicking everybody off, and there's millions of veterans, children, people who work. I hear a lot of people all the time, get a job, get a job. Well, there's people that work 2 jobs, but they got 5 kids and their rent's high as shit. What about that? How about you lower rent, Mr. We're doing great? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, think about that. There's people who work 2 jobs that got 5 kids that need EBT, $300-400 a month for groceries that they don't have because they spend $3,000 on bills, $4,000 on bills, and they need that $300-400 because it goes a long way, and it doesn't hurt you, and you pay the same taxes anyway. So what's the problem? Now you're just being a jerk. Oh, cut them off. You're not saving money. What's your problem? America's not better, bro. What are you talking about? I live in America. We're not better. We're the same. We're the greatest country. We've always been. What's changed? We haven't got greater. There's not gold on the walls. It's the same, bro. If anything got worse, bro, everyone's losing their jobs because of AI. Grocery stores are split. Hey, have you ordered from Amazon or anything lately? Aren't they taking longer? Tell me these things here. Aren't they taking an extra day longer, 2 days? Have you been thinking about that? Come on, think about that. An extra day longer means a lot. That means things are backed up here. And then what they're talking about the tariffs and what they say about the tariffs. You know what the tariffs are, right? Basically, we tax other countries. We tax other countries more, and they charge us more, and then we pay more. So we're the ones that pay the taxes. We're the ones that pay the tariffs. They're high taxes, bro. That's what they found out, bro. Duh. You charge this country more, they're gonna be like, okay, well, we're gonna charge the consumers more. The person buying is gonna get charged more because we gotta pay more. Think about it, bro. They gotta pay more. The person, if China's selling a product, right, and then you as the American are buying it from them in bulk, and you gotta pay more taxes because they gotta pay more taxes. It's tariffs, it's taxes. So then they charge you instead of $5 a doll, they charge you 10 because they gotta make up for them taxes. So now you're paying $10 instead of 5. You're the one that's making up for the taxes for the tariffs. You, voila. It's not rocket science, bro. You charge the main guy more money. Okay. Well, the person buying it, here's the new price. Okay. Since I gotta pay more, hey guys, here's the new price. So you're paying $20 now for a gram instead of 10. Think about it. Who makes up for them tariffs? The U.S. citizens do. You do. Think about it. No, I was just thinking like they had the whole thing, the hearing with the Supreme Court and all that, and they're like, bro, like basically tariffs are taxes. Like you tax more without saying the word taxes. You just change the word taxes and you change the word you call it tariffs. That's what they do. You change a word. Instead of saying taxes, you say tariffs. It means the same thing. Money and cash. What's the difference between saying cash and money? Nothing. It means the same thing. Duh. But we're not that smart. I mean, we're smart, but bro, like, try explaining that on Fox News. Try explaining that on Fox News. Bro, they're gonna give you this look. Just like that. They're gonna look at you like that. Cause you know, man. Ryder G, you got the brain up here. They know we come. You know, with the brains. With common sense. That's how we come. We come. People hate that shit. When you come with common sense, they hate it. Cause they know, bro, damn, no nonsense. Tell it like it is. I hate it, huh? Alcarita, program time. I'm good. How are you? Big chillin'. How you doing? I gotta pop another one, man. Swore tomorrow going up 11 a.m. But tell me not though, like tariffs or taxes, bro. I don't got nothing against any American. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, what's right is right. Give everybody back their benefits, bro. Well, it clearly is not working out in the box office, in the polls. You know what I'm saying? Rats, Chucos, Henry. You seen yesterday was a blue wave, bro. Because people don't want to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the right to vote, so nobody likes to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Republicans are trying to control you a little bit. They're trying to turn up a little bit, trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're leaning a little, and that's not gonna work with Americans, bro. Cause you have the right to vote. And that's what it means when you vote. Like everyone says, vote, 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 vote. But yeah, you see what happens when you vote. It works. You just gotta get out there. That's your way of getting back at the politicians and say, hey, check this out. Get your shit together, bro. I'm not digging you. You suck. Aztec program time. That's what America told Trump is and I don't want to be a dick or nothing, but like I said, bro, can we do better? That's what I'm saying, bro. They're gonna say, "Oh, radical left and Democrats," and this, and I'm not even a Democrat, and I'm just asking for to be fair. Can we do the right thing? Can we give people their benefits, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, to me, it's like you don't want to do it because you're smarter than that. So I don't want to get too deep in it because you know what I'm saying, Greg. Because you'll look at a motherfucker and be like, bro, I know you're smarter than that. Like you're clearly a genius, right? Like you're a billionaire. So why are you making these decisions that are hurting us? It makes me believe you're doing it on purpose. So, because I know you're not that dumb, but why are you doing it? So it gets so deep, as you know, it's not worth it. So you start speaking real facts, and it's not good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, Trump is smart. So some of the decision he's making is like, bro, are you doing this on purpose? Are you playing dumb? Cause that's what it looks like, and a lot of people are seeing that shit. Little clowner program time, and if you think they're not, then you're narcissist. Cause that's what narcissists do. They lie to you, they do you wrong, they just do you foul and spit at you, and they still want your support. That's what narcissists do. They'll look at you, spit in your face, do you straight dirty and foul, and still demand your support. And that's where America separates themselves from the rest of the world is we don't worship, we vote. So anytime you feel like you need to take a step back from somebody, you could. You don't have to stick by someone's side if you don't want to. So that's all. You can do whatever you want. I'm not attacking nobody, you know, I'm just saying like, can we do what's right though? Can we do what benefits the people? What lowers our rent? What lowers our taxes? What lowers our gas? What makes us safer? Because none of that's happening right now. The only difference is you got a bunch of scared immigrants everywhere. But we're still the same America. The stores are messed up right now because of EBT and everything. If anything, it got worse. Uh, we never had an EBT shortage or benefits and people starving during the holidays. Come on, bro. Are you serious? You think it's better? That's why you're gonna lose. Kamado, cause we see it. People see it's not better, and you think it is, and you're gonna lose because you're the 20%. You're the 2 out of 10 that doesn't see what's really going on, and that's sad. The 2 to 3 out of 10, because there's always 2 out of 10 people that don't see what's going on. They're blind, or they love someone so much, it just don't matter what they do. But we don't get down like that, bro. We're American. Government username. I don't know where all this other shit's coming from. Americans vote. We don't worship. We don't worship. We vote. So get that straight. If you don't feel happy with somebody, you vote them out. Mr. Mookie, we don't worship. Worship, we don't. That's out. A lot of people are worshiping, and you can keep doing it, but you're gonna get voted out. Period. You can get voted out because you're the 2 out of 10 that worship government username, and I keep telling people that because what's so good now? Nothing. If my rent would have went down, trust me, if my rent would have went down, if my gas prices would have went down, if everything would have went down, I'm much better off. I would have been let's go Trump. But nothing got better, so what do you expect me to do? Worship? Come on, bro. Come on, there you go, worshiping again. Uh, come on, bro. No. If you're not doing good, I'm gonna call you up. I'm like, bro, get your head out your ass. Straight up, bro. We don't no. Come on, bro. We think you're gonna take over? Come on, we really think you're gonna take over? You're that narcissistic to think that you could take over the United States, bro. Are you serious? That's how lost people are, bro. If you really think you can take over the beautiful United States. Ah, you done got it, bro. You done lost your mind, man. And they know that too. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is being real with you. I think that, and this is just me. I think that if the Republican like Trump would have did better, like let's say he would have waited. Let's say let's just be let's just think here. What I always tell people: use your brain. Let's use our brain for a second. What if Trump would have really cared about the people or acted like he did and passed a good bill and did all these things he promised, like lower rent and all that, and then go after all the immigrants, and then go after. I think that he would have had a much better chance. I think that they did it much too soon, and I think that they realized that they did it too. They missed their opportunity because you got to think about it. In the election, Trump won by like 70%. He swept the board. Like he won by a lot. Like more than half America was going for Trump. He had all the support. So think about it, bro. I'm not giving you. I'm just telling you. If he would have did, and he knows this, I think he was misguided, bro. I think he thought that he had everybody under his wing, and at that point he thought he could do whatever he wanted. You know how he started like trying to take away people's rights, and you got ICE everywhere, and they're taking Medicare, and I think that they just did it too soon, bro. Let's be honest. They underestimated the people. I think they thought that they had us. Like, you feel me? Like, and they did. And they did. Don't get me wrong. They had us. The thing about it, everyone voted for Trump. I was going for Trump. But he started doing things too soon. Too soon. And if he's hearing, he knows this. You did it too soon. Like if you would have waited, if you would have did a little more for the people, kind of played it off a little bit. I'm think about it, bro. Be smart. They're not that smart. The way they did it, it's kind of like, bro, I could have did a better job. Honestly, like they played it wrong. They thought they had everybody under their grasp, and then they started doing all this, or take away their citizenship, or go after all illegals, and people weren't digging it. People started changing their minds. Think about it. People started seeing it and say, oh, they weren't that deep in it. Yeah, yeah. It was getting there. Think about it. Pav, I appreciate you, man. And everybody that donate, I appreciate you. But think about this. Like, I'm not a hater, bro. Like, Trump's a smart dude. He did it too soon. Like, think about, I'm not comparing him, but that's when Hitler took control of Germany in the 30s, immediately he took control of the media. He took control of all his political enemies. He started going after all the Democrats and fake news, hoax. Remember CNN, fake news, hoax. Go after all the immigrants. They blame the Jews. Like, bro, like the playbook. I'm not saying they're the same people because they're not, bro. The playbook is the same. When you copy somebody's playbook, he copied his playbook, but it happened too fast. It happened, and I think he knows this. And then in yesterday's elections, you know how the Democrats swept all the. I think that woke him up like, damn. He's probably looking at whoever told him to do all this so fast, like, hey, we got this. We got him. Don't trip. You can do whatever you want. He probably looking at them like, bro, you misguided me. Now there's millions of people that don't trust me no more that once trusted me. Think about it. To have a million people that once trusted you that don't trust you no more 10 months later, that's a million people. That's a lot of people. And we're talking about 10 million, 15, 20 million that voted for him there, took a step. The Latino community took a step back and they voted for him at a high number. And that's another thing I think he went wrong. You started going after all the Latinos, and he had a high Latino vote. So now, think about it, if you're Mexican or Puerto Rican or Hispanic, and you're American, and you're all for Trump, but you got a cousin, you got an uncle, you got an aunt, you got a auntie or grandma, or you know what I'm saying, that doesn't got paper, and now you're seeing this shit play out on TV, and you're thinking, cause you're seeing it now. Now you go to the box office, and now you're thinking, damn, like my Theo could be next. Or think about it, like now people are starting to like, you're not just going after criminals no more. You're going after everybody. So I'm Latino, so I got family, and I kind of went for the criminal thing, and now you're just going after everybody. I'm good. That's what's going on. So you lose those votes. The people that you're a billionaire, we trust you with our money. You're gonna make us rich. You're gonna make us a rich country. There's people like that too. Me, I supported Trump because I'm like, bro, you're gonna make us richer. You're better than Kamala. She doesn't know nothing about finances. That's my dumb ass. That didn't pull through, so now I'm taking a step back. Millions of people like that. So now you're stuck with 30 million just people that worship you instead of 60 million, you know what I'm saying, that voted you in. So you're just stuck with your base now. All them extra people you got, them Latino votes, the younger votes, the Democrats that flipped over because they were tired of the radical left and the LGBTQ and the men and women sports and all these marches. And if you got choked out on the street, you deserve the statue. And everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like they got tired of that. Too radical. So they moved over to the right. And then now they're getting too radical. And people are starting to move back that way. So it's not hating on nobody. It's just saying I think that Trump, he did it too soon. They did the deportations too soon. If they would have waited another year, they would have been able to pass this bill. But they tried to pass this big, beautiful bill, and the Democrats caught it. Boom. We're not going to get rid of tens of millions of people in Medicare. And they caught it. And that's why we had a shutdown. There's just back and forth right now. But if, let's say 6 months, they would have waited 6-9 months, a year, they would have never caught all this. Think about it. Think. They would have never caught this. And then we would have been in a different situation. Bro. Timing. That shows you what's the difference between now and a year from now, bro. Timing. You decide to do something, it might just be right a year later. You do it today, you're gonna screw everything up. You know what they say? You gotta make it first. Like you gotta like when you go viral or whatever, or you get a viral YouTube. But like we haven't made it to 100,000 subscribers so we're still working. But I'm saying once you make it to a certain point, then you can start doing whatever you want. That's what they say. Like, but you gotta make it to that point. If you don't make it, let's say you don't make it to 100,000 subscribers and you start doing some bullshit, and people just cancel you. You haven't made it yet. That's the same philosophy with the politics. You gotta get your supporters and you gotta get their full support and make sure it's solid, and then you can start to do whatever you want. And I think Trump thought that because he won the election by a whole lot, he could just screw over everybody and take all your shit, and you're not gonna say nothing. And people said nope. Because it was too soon. I think he was a year too soon. If he would have waited another year, he would have been able to pull it off. They would have took our EBT. They would have took everything because people wouldn't care at that point. But he missed. And this is the one thing that kind of gets me. When you think about Trump, what do you think of? Money man, somebody who is about benefits. So you don't think a bunch of Americans that voted for you, millions of them, because of money, they want to live a better life, and you don't deliver, you don't think they're gonna call you out? The one thing you're about, money, the one thing that makes you happy, the one thing that keeps your head on a swivel. You're not gonna give to the very people that voted for you for that? That's the mistake. Is we're too narcissistic. Is we think we could just screw people over and tell lies and you're not gonna get called out. That's why. Be honest. You can't do that. You gotta deliver. Program time. Chris Lozano. You know what I'm saying? Government using it. We gotta deliver. It was too soon, bro. They had the plan. I think that like Trump had the perfect plan. He's a smart dude. He's no pushover. They did it too soon, bro. Now people caught on to it, and there's no going back unless you give everybody their benefits. Because we got cards. You know, in life we got cards, homie. Politics too, you got cards, and they that card to dangle over your head with your benefits is over. Now people are like, give my benefits, or you're the one that's responsible for taking them away. You lose that card to dangle over people, and they just flat out say, give me my benefits, or you're responsible. Bro, that's gonna cost you votes. Votes cost you seats in the House. They cost you the Senate, the Congress, the House, the White House, every house. Think about it. You need the votes, so. Well, you think you're special? Do people think they're special in the USA without votes? This is the USA, bro. King, what's happening, man? Program time. But tell me now. The Republicans almost had America. They really did. They just, like we all do, we get impatient now, and look what happened. You said now. People said no. Give me my shit. I'll vote you out. That's what I'll do. Bro, you can't lose that card. You know what I'm saying? The politicians have cards. You lose certain cards to dangle over people, you lose your votes. Now you have to deliver. You can make it, think about it. You promise someone something and they ask you what's going on, and you got all these excuses. Once you run out of excuses, they back you in the corner and say, nope. You're responsible. What are you gonna do? That is bad. Cause now you have to deliver or you don't. And when you don't, you get voted out. People remember that. Remember when you didn't deliver, when you said you would and you lied? Remember that, bro? People hold you to that. TMB. You know what I'm saying? Tell me now. Aslan. Program time Mari. Hey. They almost got you. Bro, they almost pulled it off. That, that's a prime example when you're impatient, bro. Popping on the beast though, man. You know what it is, player? Popping on the beast though. You know what I'm saying? It's program time, man. Don't make me spark it up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, we came close, man. We came this close from losing our freedom. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. Now I'm part of the freedom team, man. Let freedom reign, man. Let freedom reign upon everybody. Dan, what's happening? Program time. Tell me not to. Hey, but I'm serious though, bro. Like, you gotta think outside the box. Like, in my head, I'm like, bro, like, the Republicans didn't lose. They came close. You came this close to pull it up, bro. If it was me, I would've been like, Trump, bro, let's wait. I'd be like, look, dog, you gotta wait 9 more months. Give them what they want. Give them something, bro. You haven't gave them nothing. We're gonna give them something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's gonna be a lot better. He didn't give you shit. He just thought he was gonna get your vote. That's where he messed up. He thought he could just feed you shit and then get your vote. Huh, Nikki? That's where he went wrong. You underestimated. People were like, bro, like you haven't even gave me nothing. How you expect me to vote for you? You haven't gave me nothing. At the end of the day, they're gonna be like, it's common sense. You screwed yourself over with lack of common sense. Basically, you forgot to think. What does Ryder G always say? Think. They wouldn't want me on the campaign trail, bro. They'll take me out, bro. We'll be speaking so much facts. You know what I'm saying? They'll take me out, bro. They're like, fuck this fool. Who do you think he is? Speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? Who does he think he is speaking facts, bro? You can't speak facts. You're from the streets. You're a criminal. I'm like, you're a criminal. You can't speak facts. You're a criminal. You don't know what's going on. You're a criminal. You don't got no common sense. You're a criminal. That's what they do. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a criminal. Motherfucker, I'm the smartest motherfucker on your session. Nah. Hey. Nah, but who's calling these shots? Like, I mean, Trump has lost it, bro. Like, he's not, like, like I said, you haven't gave nobody nothing, and then you expect everybody, everything. Like, bro, like, it doesn't take common sense to give the people something that they voted for, and then you can do whatever you want. But you just can't just not give everybody, you just can't not give nothing to nobody and not deliver on your promises and just act like you can do whatever you want. Like, that's not how it works, bro. Once you deliver, then people will turn a blind eye. I mean, think about it. Once rent goes down and everyone's living a great old American life and America's just great and we're just fucking safe and just living the great old fucking American dream, then people would turn their eye. They wouldn't give a shit what you do, bro. But since you don't deliver nothing, they give every fuck to what you do. And that's the problem people don't understand is common sense. If you would give the people something, they will not be so quick to vote your ass out. Isn't that true? Tell me not. Hey, I'm not the one that didn't deliver, homie. Vote me and I'm delivering, bro. If you need me to go out there and go take somebody in and show you how it's done, well, woody woo. Shit. No, that's the type of president I'll be. I'll be like, bro, you want to see how it's done? Bro, I'll put an ICE uniform and go bust somebody one on one. The fuck? I don't take 5 people on one. I mean, bro. Nah, I mean, we need ICE, bro. You need law and order. You know what I'm saying? But snatching up the lote, man, like, what is that doing? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't got no respaldos or nothing. That's all that does. Be honest. Like, I'm not. The hood likes that shit. Like, the hood is used to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Food vendors, whoopty whoop is normal. We're acting like, oh, get rid of them. There's worse. We got worse here. There's American gangbangers, bro. You can't go down American hoods, bro, without them tripping. What you mean? We're worried about immigrants. You can't go down American hoods. Straight up. Like, and we got so far with immigration, now they done took everybody's benefits. Remember before it was, we need to go after immigrants. They're taking our health care. They're getting health care. Remember? That's what it was about before. It was immigrants' health care. We need to cut them off. And the damn Democrats and them and wasting our hard-earned taxpayer dollars. So they went ahead and got rid of these immigrants, and then now they went after Americans too with their benefits, and they threw them in there. You know what I'm saying? So now we got that going on. So it's not just immigrants no more. It trickled. It don't sank right in your neighborhood. You know, now it's not about immigrants no more. It's about your neighbor. You know, and how can you be America first if your neighbor's American and you say, oh, no more benefits? And if that's the case, I applaud you. You're American, America gets. And then guess what? From that point on, every single dollar that comes out of this country that goes to other countries and goes, I need you to say something about it. You know what I'm saying? Since you're so worried about the budget, you're so worried about your taxes. Next time they send billions of dollars to Argentina and all these guys, say something. I need you at the forefront. I'm gonna record for you. We need you to say something. Speak up. Because when it was time for your neighbor to get EBT for the holidays, you laughed at him, and you swore it was about America first and my tax dollars and fuck that and we need to put it towards the people or maybe not because it is towards the people, but you say no, so it don't make no sense. Think about it, bro. If you're gonna make a big deal about your neighbor getting EBT off your little tax dollars you pay every month, that's like $50, $100, $200. Then every single dollar that goes out to other countries, you need to say something. We need you at the forefront. Cause you're the one talking, huh? They're the ones tripping. Now they're not tripping, see? So what is it, bro? Tell me not. Am I not making sense though? When your neighbor gets EBT, you're tripping, cut them off. Oh no, they're lazy. Oh no. But they send 50 billion to Argentina, you don't say shit. So what is it, bro? Is it about what? It's not about the money because you don't say anything when it goes over here. It's about your neighbor. It's about your American neighbor. And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's about your American neighbor. And that's sad that you don't care about your American neighbor, but you're American first, which don't make no sense because you just say you don't care about your American neighbor. So you just care about yourself. Bro, that should get deep because how can you explain that? You know, so you're America first, all about the USA, but your neighbor is just from the USA, right? But fuck him because he's lazy or take him out benefits. I don't care if you're hungry, but you're American, but I care about America. It just don't make no sense. Think about it, bro. It's you could be a hypocrite and you know what I'm saying, and they'll jam you up. But like, what's wrong, bro? No, but think about it though. That's not a good mindset to have plenty of money because we're not broke. Okay, there's a difference between being broke and saying, you know what, we need to save money. I can't pay your benefits no more. I can't afford it. And then there's another difference of being super rich and at the top of our finances and then saying that. It's called being greedy. How can you support EBT and everything when we're at a certain level of wealth and then now we're wealthier and now you're saying no. So you got richer and now that you got richer, you stop helping. That doesn't make sense. To get richer and then stop helping. You're supposed to help more. The richer you get, the more you should help. We're doing the opposite. The richer we got, the less we help. That's what we did. So we're moving backwards. The richer we got, because we're not struggling, the more we want, the less we want to help. Is that it? That's what it seems like. The more richer we got, the less we wanted to help. And Trump says it all the time. We're the richest we've ever been. And I'm taking words out of his own mouth that he said yesterday, the other day. We're the richest we've ever been. So if that's the case, why are we the greediest we've ever been? Think about that. If we're the richest we've ever been, why are we the greediest? That says something about us. We need to step it up, bro. That's not good. To get richer and get greedier, you're supposed to give more. The richer we got, the less people should be starving. The less people should be homeless. That's how it works. It don't work the other way around. You see how it gets, bro. The rich get richer. The poor get poorer. So, unless we're willing to help, unless we say, you know, the richer we get, the more you're good. You got more benefits and shit. We ain't tripping. We're living the same life. But we're not saying that. We're saying we're still gonna pay the same taxes. We're just gonna make sure you don't got food on your table. That's what I'm saying. You can't be a hypocrite. Either you care about the budget or you don't. You can't say, oh, I care about the budget, but I only care about EBT. Go here and go ahead, spend 50 billion over here. I don't care. You can't say that. You're being a hypocrite. Tell me not. You can't do it. It's called being a hypocrite when you say, hey, I'm worried about the budget. Hey, we need to start giving you benefits out of my tax dollars. No, get a job. And then they send 50 billion to this country and you don't say shit. Bro, he's a hypocrite. Point blank, we can squabble up, we can get in there and get out the way. He's a hypocrite. Everyone likes doing that. They like to fight when you prove a point, you make them feel bad. They like to get them up, but that's your fault. Stop being a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I tell people when we get them up, when we're done, like just stop being a hypocrite. Stop acting like that. That's the solution. There's none of this. No blah blah blah. Everyone wants to do all this. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop the negativity. Everyone wants to do this. Everyone wants to go back and forth and damn it. It starts with you. Stop the negativity. You know what I'm saying? Speak real. Be real. Stop the following. Stop the negativity. That's where it starts with you. It starts with you and it ends with you. People don't realize that. They do blah blah. It starts with you, bro. At some point, you gotta look yourself in the mirror. Just like with everyone that they battle me all the time. Well, oh yeah, just cut everybody off benefits, and then bro, there's homeless people, there's veterans, there's all type. It's not just people milking the system. There's kids involved. There's collateral damage. There's more than just the homeless dude milking the system. We all say cut them off. We all watch videos online. People buying groceries with EBT. Oh, cut them off. I don't pay for that. Oh, that's ridiculous. Look at my cart. This is a working cart. Like, come on, bro. Like, fuck all that. We'll be on some bullshit. Oh, this is a working cart. And then you're counting people's pockets, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta stop that, number one. And then you judge everybody based on them. Or look at that big old groceries. Look at all them groceries you got. You don't even work. You milking the system. And then you go cut everybody off benefits. And we got kids hungry, homeless people, and veterans that fought for this country for your ass to talk shit and be all comfortable all day. And be all cool and shit with your citizenship and shit. Your fucking entitled life and shit. Huh? You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of people are. You know? It's some real shit, bro. Like, come on, man. And then they say, oh, cut everybody out. And you got hungry people everywhere, man, because you're just selfish. Luke, you can't cut everybody out because a certain amount of people milk the system. Go find them. You ever heard about investigating? Huh? Huh? Well, we don't know how to investigate no more. They can't pull people's EBT files and say, you've been milking the system. They can't dedicate people 24/7 around the clock to go through these files. Say, bro, like, you don't even got kids or nothing. Like, bro, you're healthy to work and you're just lazy. Pull them out. Cancel. That's the middle. I'm in the middle. I'm not radical. Cancel everybody. That's radical. That's too extreme. That's why the Republicans lost yesterday. You're too radical. You need to come back in the middle. You're too radical right. You're the right radical. Then we got the woke side. We got radical right over there. Old racist, greedy bastard. That's the problem. We got Democrats that give everything to everybody. They let everybody in the border. They give everyone health care, and they hire everybody with DEI and give everybody a position. That's too radical. You gotta control that. I agree with a lot of things, but let's control that radical shit. Too radical. Like with the right, they're racist. Get rid of everybody. No benefits for nobody. This selfish, greedy racism. That's the right. And then the left is just, they're all for, the transgenders and giving immigrants health care. Right? And that's a little too far, bro. Like, healthcare, no. The right to vote is what I was gonna say. They're giving the right to vote. And okay, just control that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too radical. Like I say, like, I'm an American. So even I think that's a little too. There's no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't find that sweet spot where we let people in, but we regulate it, and we still give them health care, and we don't cut everybody off. And then we need the middle ground, because if you give the Democrats the keys, everybody in. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I agree with a lot of things, but you get a little too extreme, bro. Like, we start having gay pride parades everywhere. They're promoting the shit in school, so that it gets too much, bro. You're like, oh, fuck, you know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, let's go Republican, and then they end up deport everybody to take everybody's benefits and just get all greedy and take all your money and give it to ICE. And it's like, fuck, now I'm just struggling and groceries. It's too radical, okay? Tell me not. Tell me not. Aren't both sides a little, and I'm in the middle, bro. Like, right is too much, left is too much. This side's not racist at all, and then this side is extremely prejudiced, and it's just like, dog, like, just, can we, can we just be America? Can we do what's right? If you're milking the system, we're gonna take you off EBT, bro. Oh well, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. America, stop milking the system. We got people who need it back there. Families, you know what I'm saying? Veterans, homeless, sick people, parents that don't make enough. Is that too much to ask for? Because I'm starting to think it is. When you ask for low rent, low gas, it always comes with a price, right? It always comes with, okay, I'll give you low. There's always something like, oh, I'll give you low rent, but then we got to deal with this. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll make America great, but we got to get rid of every fucking immigrant known to man. I mean, it gets too extreme, bro. The government shut down. We got both sides are pointing the finger. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Both of you did it. Both of you get your head out your ass. Plain and simple. You did it. You did it. You did. Man, both of you did it. Stop it. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of this back and forth. I'm tired of this left side versus the right side. Man, get American. We can have a couple fucking beers and hash it out. Whatever. What's good for the people, man? You trying to steal you on some bullshit. You trying to overtax on some bullshit, man. You taking everyone's benefits, you on some bullshit. What's good for the people? Straight up. You go in there and I bet you it's just a bunch of bullshit. This bunch of screw you over all day. That's the problem. Everyone wants to make America great, but you don't pick a middle party. You pick the left or the right. You don't go with the middle ground. Everyone forgot about the middle, huh? Left wing, right wing, and then there's a middle where you just do what's right. You're not a fanatic Democrat, and you're not a fanatic Republican. You're doing what's right. You're making decisions based on humanity, what's good for people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sir Lugo program time. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro, like, it's crazy. We need a middle ground. That's what it is. The middle party. American party. The one everyone hates. Because you do what's right. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where I stand. I'm part of the middle party. I've created my own party. The middle ground. You know what I'm saying? You want to speak facts. You want to keep it real. No nonsense, no worshiping, just spit your true shit. What's going on? The middle ground, bro. We're not gonna do no worshiping and blah blah, praise this, praise that, yeah. What's going on? Plain and simple. Too much of that. You go anywhere else and all hail this guy, and all hail King, And all hell can, man, fuck all that. That's some bullshit. Speak your facts, man. You got the right to vote, right? Get your head out your ass. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. That's coming from an American, man. My whole family's military, bro. Shit. Straight up. It's America. I'm just saying, man, can we have a middle ground here? Instead of getting screwed over all the time. Getting all your benefits and your taxes and everything stripped from you. But I already know you get in there and I know it's a bunch of bullshit. You know, I don't think nobody could change it. No, I don't think nobody could go in the government and change it. Bro, I think you go in there, it's just, woo, a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of this side and that side. And if you don't pick a side, eesh. You know, it's like being on the yard, you know? You gonna pick a side gonna pick you. Hey, Jid. No, I'm just speaking facts, man. I don't think it's right to take people's benefits and shit. So, especially when you live a good life and it's not affecting you, you still paying the same taxes. It's just now your neighbor's not getting healthcare, EBT. They're sending all this money to Brazil or Argentina for God knows what, and you know, and a what, and a who, and at least you know your neighbor's getting EBT. But they send 50 billion overseas. It's like, okay, well, fuck, bro. You don't feel bad? That doesn't bother you? Nah, but there's some people that are disabled and they're affected by the no EBT. You know, I've already said, bro, if you're milking the system, I'm not backing you up. I'm speaking for the people who got disabilities. You know what I'm saying? Parents that have jobs that don't make enough. They pay too much bills. They need the extra 300-400 for food. There's a lot of that. A lot of veterans messed up in the head can't work. You know, they can't work a 9 to 5 or whatever the fuck, 12 to 12 or whatever, because the first sign of disrespect, they're gonna smack you on the, you know what I'm saying, in the trailer or in the warehouse. Or there's people like that can't work. That's why they invented SSI. For people, there's people with issues. Like, you know, when you're at work and you're dealing with a boss and they're like kind of being rude, and there's people that can't deal with that. They'll just bam. Because they're not in their head, they're angry, they got issues. That's why they get SSI. They get disability, so they don't have to go to work because they can't. They're, you know what I'm saying? It's not for them. Mentally, they're just screwed. You got those. You got people who can't. You got like physically can't. They're missing a toe or a leg, or they're in a wheelchair. I seen someone in a wheelchair and they told him to get a job, and I want to meet that person in the ring. And I'll show you how to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it, bro. Like big tough guys, you know, got money, American, yeah, get a job. You know, you're in a wheelchair. I'm like, bro, well, I want to see you in the ring. You know, like, what's the matter with people? Like, do you think that by belittling people you're tough? Or because that's what it is. It's like, what do you mean get a job? do you want to get a job? Like, what do you mean get a job? Like, there's somebody who's disabled to get a job. At that point, it's like, what do you mean? Like, I know what you mean, but then what do you mean? And like, I want you to say it. At that point, I want to feel it. You know what I mean? So that shit gets tricky, bro. I just don't. I'm ashamed of people. You know, you sit there and you look at somebody who's disabled and say, "Get a job." I am ashamed of you, bro. You know, regardless of who you are, regardless of your financial status or whatever you think you are, your male, your status of a male, or you think you're this and that, and you just told somebody that that's disabled that they need to get a job. So you know, you reap what you sow, bro. Like to each his own, man. So keep telling people they're disabled to get a job. I'm not gonna say no more, cause you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I want to meet people in the ring, wherever. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's just messed up. No, that's messed up. When you can look at somebody with a disability and say, "Get a job." Oh, you gonna get a job, my boy. It's gonna be full time. You know what I'm saying? Full time job. You ever work 24-hour shifts, 365? Or you gonna work a 24, 365? You're gonna be busy. Jojo. Now he gonna be busy, man. Oh, you're gonna be stacked with work. Woo! Man, you ain't gonna have time for nothing. Believe it. You ain't gonna have time for nothing. You're gonna be sipping on straw. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm fucking with you. Nah, but that's fucked up, bro. Can you grow a heart? Me, huh? Can you grow a heart, me, huh? Huh? Let me hear that in the room, bro. Someone tell someone with a disability they need to get a job. She gonna get quiet in there. She gonna get quiet real quick, bro. Take this bottle. Sunflower was handing his program time. You know what I'm saying? Take that bottle up top. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. Take the bottle up top real one time. I'll tell you, bro, we could have did it better, man. You know what I'm saying? We could have did it better, bro. A little too quick there, Trumpy. You almost had him. You almost had you, huh? You had your vote regardless. Alexia, program time. You're from the rural county. Program time, man. You know what it is, man? Woozy, we're making up for my birthday. 11 a.m. tomorrow. Program time, man. Why you gotta do me like that, bro? Hey, bro. Yeah, that's good though, man. Hey, program time, man. Hey, USA, man. You don't believe in giving people benefits? You don't believe in feeding your neighbor, feeding the needy? You ain't American. Jojo. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that one starving kid is too much? You ain't American. Vote for me, bro. One starving child is one too many. You feel me? One missing child is one too many. One is too many. One person in this country that's starving when we got billionaires is one too many, bro. Elon Musk, bro, you could fund Snap. Let's go. Man cave. Program time. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear it. You pop out that wallet or put up or shut up. I don't want to hear about do it when you got it. People talk about it when they don't got it. When you got it, you don't talk about it. You put up or you shut up. Point blank. That's how I look at it. All these rich people talking about we could do this and that. Well, let's do it then. Pop that check out. Huh? Let's feed the people. Talk is cheap. You put up or you shut up. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. And that's what it is. If I were to get in politics, bro, I'll be whooping their ass with facts. 956 program time. That's what I'm saying though. We're a no nonsense party. If you got it, you got it. You don't talk about it, do it. Now, people that don't got it kind of talk about it because you just hope for the day. But when you got it, you talking about it. Like, what you talking about? Let's make some moves now. Program time. There shouldn't be no hungry people in this country, bro. Shit. Everybody give a super son, bro. The fuck? Are you serious? Get 1,000,000 soups. What's that? 10 cents a soup? What's that? $10,000? I'm not. What is that? $100,000? Yeah. $100,000? 1,000,000 soups. What you mean? Bro, feed everybody. You know what I'm saying? Well, man, whip out the soups. What you mean you're hungry? What you mean this is America, man? What you mean? You know how much soups I can get? You know how much soup, bro? We're going canteen mode. What you mean? You hungry? Beans, soup, rice, chips, meats, all that, bro. Here, bam, oatmeal, all that, breakfast, peanut butter, all that, bread, all that, eggs, all that, milk, all that. Here, bam, bam. Like, bro, like, that shit crazy. Hey, but tell me not. The country's starving. I'm whipping out the canteen bag, man. We're going on a canteen diet. Soup, man. What you mean? What's that? 40 million people. Whip out the soups. What you mean? That's $1,000,000. You don't even need billions. Give me $10 million. I'll feed 42 million people. Fat. Send them with a fat sack of food for the whole month. Gary Payton. Like, what are they talking about? You're hungry. Bro, put me in charge of the benefits, bro. What do you mean 10? What is it talking about? Billions of dollars? What the fuck? I asked for 10 million. Give me 100 million. Since you want to be froggy talking about billions. I asked for 10. Give me 100 million. Bro, Every 42 million Americans gonna walk out with a big old bag of canteen. Bro, they gonna get all money. They have soup, 2, 3 soups a day. It's not gonna be the healthiest, but we're gonna get. They're not gonna be starving though. Believe that, and that's emergency shit. Pantay, OG Snake program time. That's what I'm saying. No one needs to be starving. But soups, soups. I know people in prison got 200 soups under the rack. One person, 200 soups. That motherfucker could feed a family. What you mean? I'm being serious. There's no starving. What you mean? You bro, whip that shit up. You know, stop being so fancy too and eat, man. Get your eat on, man. Shit, we'll feed everybody. Under budget. We'll be under budget. Way under 10% under. Shit. Make a big ass spread. You know what I'm saying? The Super Bowl. That gonna be the Super Bowl. And a million soups. Million bag of beans, all this big old fucking machines just spinning and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl. We can feed everybody, bro. What you mean? Put me in charge of that shit. They're too fancy. Everyone's too fancy. Man, you wanna eat? We're gonna eat. You gonna not be starving. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's gonna taste good too. No, well, I would say this, but I would say 42 million people, and I would say about half are people milking it. So you have 42 million people, 20 million are milking it, 20 million really need it. It's a mixture between people who work, that have jobs, that don't make enough, that got kids and all that, homeless people, veterans, sick people, etc., children. So you can't call all of them bums, because in the middle of that, there's your fellow American citizens at work, and they're disabled. We identify everybody as a based on one person does. So you can say, Trump's he's a narcissist. So you can go ahead and just say every Republican's a narcissist. But is that true though? No. So you can't judge every person getting EBT based on this person milking the system. And then there goes the point of cutting everybody off. Then you got people who really need it that don't got it. And you got to those people who are milking the system, but at the benefit of these people, and that satisfies you. But then at the end of the day, these are people that really need it, and you're happy they don't have it. So what does that make you? Taking satisfaction in someone not having something. At the end of the day, you are you. You reap what you sow. You want to be a gangster, you want to act all tough, you gonna get what you get. Like, you gonna end up dead in prison. Like, that's what it is, bro. There's no sweet story here. Everyone's looking for a fucking sweet story. So we gotta get our head out our ass. It's the same thing with people going hungry. Oh, we think it's okay because the people that are milking it are not getting it. But there's people that need it, they're not getting it no more as well. So come on. I mean, think about that. Those are the people that I'm not standing up for people who milk the system. You know what I'm saying? People who really need it that don't got it, that's what I'm standing up for, bro. Come on, man. We categorize people too much in a group, And like I said, you can do that too with anybody. You can look at every Democrat and say you're radical, you're woke, and you're gay. And then you can look at every Republican and say you're racist. You can't judge everybody based off a group, or you know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing though. When you say 42 million bums got kicked off EBT, when really it's like 20 million and the other 20 million really need it. So you just shamed 20 million people. What does that make you? You don't got no heart. So you got to develop a heart. Because you just looked at 20 million people and said, oh, well, I got mines, right? I got mines. Just like what the fire captain used to tell me in the fire academy. Don't be selfish. You see someone needs help, help them. Don't just sit there and say, I got mines. I'm good. I got mines. You step up to the plate, you go help somebody, bro. They need it, bro. We talking about I got mines. I get it, you got yours, bro, but someone needs your help. Let's go. And that's what they tell you in the fire academy, Darren Mack. They'll tell you just like that. You got yours, didn't you? Huh? That was good enough for you, wasn't it? Huh? You? Huh? You? It's all about you, ain't it? Bro, they'll get on you tough. They gonna serve you up some humble pie. Like, I'm a selfish mother. And you gonna know you a selfish mother. And you gonna live with it because they delivered it to you. And there's no running from it now. Because they told you to your face in front of everybody. Raphael, P.S. And that's the problem you gotta deal with. And that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's true though, bro. Like, you can't, oh, I got mines, I got mines, I got mines. And that, hey, you got kids that are hungry, starving, because their parents need EBT that you cut off because their parents are lazy. It trickles downhill. Now their kids ain't got no food because their parents are lazy because you felt like their parents didn't get cut off. So now we got kids hungry. It trickles downhill, Mr. I got mines. That's what I keep saying. It's always I got mines. But just understand that, yes, you cut off the person who's milking the system, but then you got hungry kids and shit that are affected by it. And are you really doing God's work? You're not. You're just being another jerk taking food off tables. Saying, I got mines. So don't be a I got mines type. Get yours. And if you can, bro, help people. Like, there's nothing to it, bro. One day you're gonna figure it out. There's nothing. It's nothing, bro. Like, it's just a good thing just to be that way. You're gonna deal with that later in life when you get old and you need fucking benefits or something. And someone tells you to get a motherfucking job. Oh, I'm an American. Well, you had your chance. When you had your fucking, you on your high horse. Now look at you. We're still gonna help you. Because we weren't the ones saying, I got mines. And that's when you're gonna figure it out. When you need it. Yozo. And we always do that. We say, oh, I don't need it. I'm not living on benefits. I got a job. So you cut people off. What does that make you, bro? An asshole. Just a jerk. That's it. Because it's nothing to you. You went out of your way to make a deal out of it. Now people are suffering. That's on you. You gotta take the good with the bad. So you can't cut people off and then 20 million people that are milking the system don't get ABT, and then 20 million people that really need it don't get it. And then you just sit back and say, well, at least these people didn't get it. I'm happy because they didn't get it. Well, bro, like, there's people going hungry because of you. Period. So we'll leave it at that. We're all the way there. But you just don't want to be the deciding factor. I'm not the one voting against people. I never voted on taking people's shit away. JMG. J to P. Who am I to take people's shit away? People take my shit away all the time. I'm used to getting my shit, making it, not making it, because that's how life is, bro. But I see people doing it to other people and I speak up. JB, big. And you're no different. You can go to church. You can be law enforcement. You can do all this high horse shit. You vote to take food off people's tables, you're not a good person. Period. Argue that. Argue that. If you don't have a heart for people, especially during the holidays, and you just laugh at them, get a job, you're not a good person, bro. And I don't care if you go to church. I don't care if you're law enforcement. I don't care. Whatever you are, you're not a good person if you think that way. You got a bad heart. You don't care about people. You care about yourself. Isn't that true though? We always preach, don't be the deciding factor. Don't be the one to decide someone's fate or mess with their fate or mess with their life don't do that. I take a step back on that. It's called karma. Buckshot, you know, program time. Just let's just look out for people. That's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? JB. Yeah, I'm not on here. Nah, bro, ain't no making no threats and nothing, man. We're being cool, man. Sunflower. If you got yours, you got yours. But just can you help people? But people need to grow a heart, bro. You wouldn't want help though. Like think about it. If it was your kid or your family or your cousin or my uncle, you know what I'm saying? Me, poor me. I know I couldn't get. I know a lot of people think that way. They talk shit about everyone, but when it comes to them, it's like, oh me, no, it couldn't happen to me. What would you think about that? What if it happened to you? Um, you know, there's no such thing as, oh, it can't happen to me. It can happen to you. What if? And you keep saying no, then we're gonna stop talking because you're not keeping it real, man. You're not keeping it 100, man. I don't talk to people who don't keep it 100, man. When you start speaking that bullshit, not being real with me, I'm gonna cut you off, bro. We're not gonna do that fake shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to what I said about being fake tough. A lot of fake tough guys act all tough, take your benefits, and screw you over. And then, oh, it can't happen to me. Oh, nah, fuck that. Man, who do you think you are, bro? Let me see that. Like, now you're all shocked. Cause that's called karma, bro. You gotta, don't be shocked, be aware. That's all I tell people. Don't be shocked, be aware. If you're shocked, that means you were a jerk at one point. And you underestimate everything. That's why when shit happened, you were shocked. Don't be shocked, be aware. Make the right decision. Grow a heart. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And you have to get yours, but don't make it all just I got mines and I'm just gonna turn a blind eye to someone who needs a little bit of help. If you can, sometimes you can't. And that's what I'm saying. It's when you can is what I'm saying you should. I'm not saying if you can't help, then you better help. No. If you can't help, you can't help, bro. You're not physically able, you're not financially able, you're not mentally able, cool. You're not able to. But what I'm saying is if you're able to, step up to the plate, man. I just want people to think about it. It goes real deep if you think about it. People stop not liking me when they think about it. You know? It's not rocket science, bro. Real Daniel Savage. Yeah, man. Hey, God bless you, bro. Hey, God bless everybody. I'm just trying to speak my facts, bro. Yeah, food stamps is a good. We need benefits because any of us could be in that situation. I don't receive benefits today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fine. Like we're placing an order for Thanksgiving dinner and everything. We're gonna have everything ready. Fine, bro. But we need those benefits because, like you said, you don't know when you're gonna end up in that situation. You know why not, bro? Don't be greedy. Give them their benefits. I want to know who a lot of these motherfuckers are too, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers, the trolls be little kids, bro. Big Javi, you know what it is, man. They be teenagers or something, bro. Cause we be speaking facts and they be disagreeing with everything. That little kids, that little El Nino, El Nino ass. Hey, El Nino, huh? You were spitting facts, they were dissing the shit out of you. Government username Mike, what's happening? But yeah, man, it's program time. Do the right thing, man. Make EBT great again. Give your neighbor EBT again. You know, stop being selfish, bro. When you're sitting there in the holidays and your table's full of food and all that, just know that someone out there is not. They're going without, bro. You know, and I know how it feels to go without government username. That's another thing, bro. I don't talk out of my ass. I know how it feels to go without. So literally, and I'm not no benefit, so no one could talk shit to me. No one could talk shit to me like, oh, look at you, you're mad because they took your benefits. No, I don't receive benefits. You know what I'm saying? But it takes another type of person to speak up for people even when it don't affect you. That's what I've learned. If you go out of your way to speak up for people when it don't even affect you, that shows more, bro. Cause it's nothing to me. You could take away EBT, you could take away Medicare. I don't have none of it, bro. But I don't agree with people getting it taken from them. So take it what you want. There's different types of people. I'm not impacted directly, but I can be, you know. And it's that understanding of you possibilities. You know. Hey Steven, you too, bro. Yeah, I hope all's good, G. I'm saying I send my to everybody. You know EBT, man? Hey, make EBT great again, man. Give everybody their benefits again. Feed Americans again. You ain't American, you know what I'm saying? If you see an American starving and you don't care, you're not American. Okay? You want to make America great again, you give out benefits. You feed the homeless. You feed the children. You keep the schools stocked. Exactly. We don't starve nothing, bro. Make America great. Stop eating fast food. Just buy a bunch of fucking canned goods and shit. Fuck you. Open. Program time.
Congratulate yourself all the way.
Bro, program time. Tomorrow, 11 a.m., man, we're going up. Hey, saludos, man. Hey. Opa. What up? I'm gonna get another one, bro. Hey, where you going, bro? You know what it is, man? Program time. Hey, bro. I'm gonna get another one. Bro, no hungry people, man. I feel bad. I don't even do no chow time videos like that, dog, because I feel bad, man. Everybody's starving out here, bro. How am I gonna do chow time videos and everyone's starving? Huh? Hanging out. Hey, hanging out's for the birds, homie. Hanging out for the birds, man. Yeah, no starving, bro. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would if I had more money. I got enough to make it. You know what I'm saying? I got enough just to make it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. It's program time. No, I got plenty of food, bro. I just. Program time. Hey. No, I'm serious. I got plenty of food, man. Nah, bro. Now we gotta work out tomorrow, though, man. 11 a.m. No, we're gonna work out in the morning. I just wanted to drink a little bit. I don't want to get all messed up tonight. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Ugh. Starting fucking yawn too much, bro. Texas, what's happening? Bro, I'm gonna hydrate. I'm gonna eat and hydrate, bro. But we gotta work out 11 a.m. Big Javi, man. Miss this bro. tomorrow. Now I'm gonna be back on tomorrow night. We're gonna come tomorrow 11 a.m. work out, and then we're gonna be back tomorrow night. And we're gonna drink up, man. 12 pack. Yeah, it's right. Yeah, 12 pack. Yeah, I'ma hydrate, bro. I'ma eat, hydrate, smoke. Tomorrow 11 a.m., bro. And then we'll be back again in the night with drinking shit. If you wanna kick it, bro. Hey, Texas Love, appreciate you, man. One love, Jay. Yeah, Jay, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. That's why I don't want to get too jacked up tonight. Just a little something. Tomorrow we're coming up, though. Jim Lynn program time. Hey, I sent my zero, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Hey, make EBT great again, bro. Program time. Hey, much love to everyone, though, man. Thank you for tapping in, bro. Hey, 11 a.m. 11 a.m., bro. Hey, Sue. You know what I'm saying? Get some. Program time. I appreciate you, everybody, man. Program time.